Kepler's laws of planetary motion and Newton's laws of motion are a set of fundamental laws in physics which describe the motion of objects. The philosophy behind these laws is based on the idea that the universe is rational and orderly, and that its behavior can be predicted via observation, experimentation, and mathematical analysis. This philosophy is linked to the object they describe, in that it predicts that the motion of these objects is not random or chaotic, but rather follow a set of rules and patterns that can be understood and that can enable us to predict the future location of these objects in space, as we are going to see. Let's begin with Kepler's laws of planetary motion. The first law, also known as the law of elliptical orbits, states that planets move around the Sun in elliptical orbits, with the Sun being at one foci of the ellipse. This law overturns the long-standing belief that planets moved in perfect circles. The second law, also known as the law of equal areas, states that the line joining the Sun and the planet sweeps out equal areas in equal time intervals. The implication of this law is that a planet moves faster when it is closer to the Sun and slower when it is further away from the Sun. Thirdly, we have the harmonic law, which states that the square of the orbital period of the planet is directly proportional to the cube of its average distance from the Sun. This law allowed Kepler to calculate the relative distance between the planets and the Sun. On the other hand, we have Newton's three laws of motion, which were an attempt to describe the motion of objects in the universe from the tiniest particles to the largest celestial bodies. Newton believed that these laws were universal and that they described the motion of objects irrespective of their size and location in the universe. Well, today we know this thought was not absolutely right, as very tiny particles have a mechanics different from that of larger particles, where the need for another theory to describe their motion. That theory was quantum mechanics. You can check a video I made recently on the channel about a classification of mechanics. I'll leave the link somewhere up here or up there. Newton's first law, also known as the law of inertia, states that an object at rest will remain at rest, and if moving, will continue its motion with a uniform velocity unless acted upon by an external resultant force. The second law, also known as the law of acceleration, states that the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the applied force on the object and inversely proportional to its mass. And lastly, we have the third law, which is also known as the law of action and reaction, and it states that action and reaction forces on an object are equal and opposite. The combination of these two sets of laws gives us a powerful tool for understanding the motion of objects in the universe. By using Kepler's laws to determine the orbits of planets and Newton's laws to calculate the forces that act on them, we can make accurate predictions about their future motion. This has enabled us to understand the dynamics of the solar system and to make important discoveries in astronomy, cosmology, and space exploration. We have come to the end of this video. Hope you find this useful. If so, drop a like, subscribe, and I see you soon to talk about another interesting topic.